on a date down the aisle and be the first and the last girl to become my bride. You could be the one to make a fool of me, or you could be the one to be confusing me, or you could be the girl in the world that I know through the rough times gonna stay true to me. You could be my Juliet, I may not have his looks, but I would still be your Romeo. You could be my princess, I'd be a charming prince at the service of only you. That's why I never wanna love another woman, that's why I know I'll never love another woman, that's why I can never love another woman, that's why.
That's why when I think about you leaving, I find myself grieving. Though it seems deceiving, I'm still believing. Girl, you stay with me forever, and I'll remain humbly kneeling while your heart is healing. Teardrops revealing the way that I'm feeling. Girl, please stay with me forever. Oh, baby, yeah. Please, baby. Marche, fimi, c'est les light, me, oh, oh, oh,
94.1 FM, your entertainment station.
It's the remix, yeah. The remix, yeah.
So fly.
Akon, P Square, Mr. Maybe, Convict Music. First of all, you're the type of woman that stays on my mind. Walk down the street, every guy wanna jump on your behind. It's your seduction to make sure that we stay in line. Sexual corruption, cause I'll kill anyone for your time. Yeah. Even though I make real dough, you're the reason there'll be more, yeah. Yeah. Even though I got much more, I don't mind if you chuck my money. Chuck my money. Chuck my money. Cause I don't care. Chuck my money. Chuck my money. Chuck my money. Cause I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Cause I get to plenty. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Girls, they love me.
He get this fine lady, her body not die, you want baby. Who's supposed to live like family? Eh, I know the lie. There's nothing stopping me. She dey feel my swag and I get money. I dey try my best to be somebody, cause I'm living life. This girl they make me higher, higher. I dey feel this baby. You no go believe this girl not die, die. If you see this baby, tell them say she must chuck my money, chuck my money, chuck my money, cause I don't care. Chuck my money, chuck my money, chuck my money, cause I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Cause I get them plenty. I don't care. 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 Cause you know they empty.
Hey, yes, you. Good morning to you once again, and you're welcome back on the second half of the program, Rise and Shine, from the stables of Teams at 94.1 FM. My name is Olamide Teju. So I hope you enjoyed those songs that we started with this morning, from the first part of the program from 7 to 7:20 a.m. And then today we started with just some minutes gone past 9 a.m. when I came in. That's with Olufumi. Stipler's doing Olufumi, yes. And then we had P Square just doing Chop My Money right now, featuring Akon, yes. And, that's the remix of the song Chop My Money. Yes, you're welcome back on the program Rise and Shine this morning. You remember that we started talking about regrets, failure, yes. It's a new month, but it's something that we don't all talk about, yes, when it comes to regrets and failure. People don't want to talk about it because it's kind of uncomfortable, yes, for us to talk about things that we have lost or things that we are losing, yes, talking about opportunities, yes, talking about money, talking about time, yes. We don't want to count count our losses. Everybody wants to count blessings. In fact, we go to churches, we go to our worship centers to pray against failure, to pray against regrets. But this is part of life. Regret is part of life. Pains, part of life. So, and talking about regrets, I would like to start from the fact that regret is something we can learn from. Yes, it is not as bad as we think. You know why? Because we can learn from it. And one of the ways through we can learn from regrets is starting from the perspective of, okay, how did this come to be? How did the situation come to be? Yes, when you understand how regret comes to play, then you can learn from it, and really see it as a significant, part of your success story. Yes, I was talking about the paper mache story of mine when I was in secondary school. And I remember telling us, as a result of somebody's negligence, we lost 30 marks. And because I didn't give up and I didn't dwell on, okay, this is what I did not do, this is what I could have done, I actually got for myself and my other colleagues 15 marks out of 30 at the end of the day, although we had 10 marks subtracted even out of that 15 marks. So I want us to consider that this morning. And you know what we'll do this morning? It's going to be a participatory one. Let's go on Facebook right now. Join me on TeamSet 94.1 FM. This show is live on Facebook, TeamSet 94.1 FM. Let's talk about regrets. Okay, from the beginning of the year, January, February, all through March, then April, May, June, July, August. Yes, let's look at some of the things that we've lost. Opportunities. Is it about career regrets? Are you thinking of, to buy motifara bale, to buy had done this way? Oh, this is what would have yielded. This is the outcome I would have had. Think about things that, okay, you might be having regrets over this morning. Are you having some career regrets? Are you having some family regrets? You've been in this relationship with this person. It's maybe kind of romantic relationship, and this girl has chopped your money. You so much believe that, okay, you were going to marry the person. And at the end of the day, it did not yield the outcome that you want, and you're having regrets about it. Please, let's go on Facebook and share. What are the things you're having regrets over since the beginning of the year? It might be finances, some of the decisions that you have made, or that you made months back, days back, weeks back, and maybe it cost you something. You had a loss, okay, you recorded a loss, maybe it's family, maybe it's finance. Let us know the regrets that you're having, and we'll be sharing with ourselves this morning how we can undo regrets, how we can beat regrets. Yes, because we are in a new month, and one of the things that is going to help us shape the future, the better September that we want, and the memorable November, October, November, and December that we are all looking forward to, is about beating the regrets that we are having now over our career, over our businesses, over our family, over our relationship. So think about it. Join me on Facebook right now and tell me about the regrets that you are having, and we'll talk about how we can deal with it. The program is Rise and Shine on TeamSet 94.1 FM. Well, we define your morning. Yes, every morning, Monday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, we come here to inspire you, to motivate you, and to enlighten you, because we want you to become a better person. I love the song by P Square again, doing the song Do Me.
Okay, party people in the house.
All right, this song, because it's not going to be a dull moment. While we are considering things that we may be having regrets over, I want us to be in this, spicy, because it's going to be a really, really learning time for us this morning. Beyond regrets. That's what we are talking about this morning on Rise.
So I can live her, nothing in this world that I can give her. I'm loving you, I'm loving you.
Perhaps you fell in love with someone and then it happened that your love was taken for granted. Okay, you were employed and you were thinking, oh, this is going to be a better job. And at the end of the day, you are regretting that, Intimo, I should have stayed with the other job. I should have stayed with that organization. This one that I'm even here. You're not regretting that. If I had known. What is your had I known story this morning? From January to August. Let's talk about your regrets, okay? What are the things you're having regrets over? Is it about your career? Is it about your family? Is it about your finances? Is it your education? You're having some pursuit. You're pursuing some goals concerning your education, and maybe you put some money, and then the next thing you lost the amount of money. Let's talk about that this morning. Team said 94 and drop your comments this morning.
She carry front, she carry back. It's two package. Can't leave her. It's one day so I can't leave her.
Remember something that I said this morning, that you need to, know how regrets come. Understand how regrets come. Regrets come with pains. Yes. This is it can be uncomfortable for some of us, but we need to talk about it. It is part of our success life. It is part of our person that we go through pains. Remember, sometime on this program, I have talked about the need for limits. Yes, the need for challenges. Today we are looking at regrets because at one point in your life, you know, if you really want to be that successful person, we look at great personalities today. You look at the likes of Ivo Awoshika, look at Chief Obafemi Awolowo, look at great men, Barack Obama. At some point in their life, they lost something. But what can we learn from them? We listen to their tech talks, their stories, and then they tell us, oh, this was how they moved past it. But some of us, we just listen, we don't do. We'll be looking at actions, yes. Actions that we should take to beat our regrets and, live that better future that we want to see. Wizkid here doing All At Your Boy.
No need for fronting, girl. Let me tell you something, girl. No need for long thing. You should feel so good just standing by my side. No need for fronting, girl. Let me tell you something, girl. No need for long thing. You should feel so good just standing by my side. If you see me drive by, I like your more. I got more swag. I like your more. Pop my bottle. I like your more. Chilling with mine. I like your more. If you see me drive by, I like your more. I got more swag. I like your more. Pop my bottle. I like your more. Chilling with mine. I like your more. Hey girl, you got me thinking there's many things I can do to you.
Yes, we're getting you to think this morning. We're taking you way back, and we're still getting you to think about those things that you are regretting.
My girl, with you,
Regrets, beyond regrets. That's what we're talking about this morning on the program Rise and Shine. I want you to share with me some of the things that you are having, situations that you are regretting. You wish that, you made a better decision. Or you wish that, you really farabale with that kind of, where you were before. But now where you are, you're thinking that, if I had known, what's this had I known story this morning? Let's discuss it on Rise and Shine, and then we'll get to see how we can move forward from there. Actions, steps that we can take to move ahead, to move further, and to stay ahead. For you, is it a missed opportunity? It could be that, there's this person that you worked with at some point and you did not value, and then you lost the person. Maybe the person moved on to another business, to another organization, and you're wishing that, if I had known, I would have treated this person better. It could be relationship regrets. Okay, you lost a business contract, and maybe because of your team, somebody, just like my case, the story I shared earlier, it could be about the fact that, somebody did not do something. One thing I learned from that story is that I learned to take responsibility for myself. If I am a team leader, I'm working with a team, and if my members or people around me, if I can't push them to do what we're supposed to do, I think at some point as the leader, the lesson I learned from that is that as the leader, I have to take responsibility. Like, you are the leader. Yes, that is one of the lessons that I learned from that experience. Let's talk about those regrettable situations, circumstances and that you lost and what you learned from it. Rise and Shine is the program on Team Said 94.1 FM. You can join me on Facebook this morning at Team Said 94.1 FM. Beyond Regrets.
I pop my bottle, I pop my models. If you see me drive by, I've got more swag. I pop my bottles, chilling with models. Oh, nah.
25 minutes gone past 9 a.m. from the studios of Team Said 94.1 FM. This is Rise and Shine with your everyday ball of sunshine, Olamide Teju show. And this morning we are talking about regrets. Yes, how we can beat regrets and move on, take action and move on. This one is Lucky Dube doing Big Boys Don't Cry. It can really be emotional for some people right now, thinking of the things that they lost, days back, weeks back, months back, years back, and they are regretting over that. They wished they had done better. The opportunity. I wished I had done this, I had done that. What is your die known story this morning? We have a lot of people joining us on Facebook already. Thank you so much, Facebook people. Thank you so much. You guys are always awesome. Thank you for dropping your comments this morning. I'm still expecting people to join us on Facebook this morning. Let us talk about those decisions that you made, situations, regrettable situations for you. It's Throwback Thursday, so let's take you way back to those days that you wished you made better decisions. At that point, you will think that you were making the best decision. Yes. It is one of the things I'm also thinking about this morning, right about now. And I remember that time, you were thinking that you were in love, and then, especially for a young lady, as at those days, you think, I'm in love with this person, and then the person ends up breaking your heart, and then you're regretting that, I wish I never gave my heart to this person. I wish I never gave my money to this person. I wish I never gave my talent to this person. What is that regrettable situation for you? And let's talk about it and discuss how we can move on this morning. Join me on Facebook at Team Said 94.1 FM. Lucky Dube still doing Big Boys Don't Cry.
Big boys don't cry, and sometimes I cry. I said I cry.
Recently, a friend of mine lost millions of naira. And he was into this business, he's one of the team, he's not the team leader. And then the team got to lose millions of naira doing that business. And while talking to him recently, I asked him, how did you feel at that point when you lost that money? The huge amount of money. And you know what he said? The same men don't cry, but I cried. I cried. Because there's lots of money. Especially in this economic situation that we all find ourselves. We're talking about regrets this morning. Regrets on Rise and Shine. We are taking you back to those days that you think that you made super duper decisions. But now you are regretting that, I wish I made a better decision. Share your story with me this morning on Facebook as Team Said 94.1 FM. Thank you, Don Como. Thank you for joining us this morning. Oluwafemi Obisheson. Thank you for joining us this morning on Rise and Shine. Nothing can compare to the pain some of us feel inside at those points. Inactions kind of, pain us more than our actions. Things that we do. Things that happen to us and then we feel them inside. On this side of the world, Africans, we don't really talk about, the internal effect of things, mental effect of things. We only look at the physical. Yes. We look at the physical. We look at, this person is really suffering. This person is really going through things. Otiru. That is what we see. But there are some of us that actually go through, mental stress, mental, mental down moments because of things that we have lost. We are under pressure and, family, relationship, finances, because of things that we have lost at some point. Regrets make us cry. But we can also learn from it. It can be a good thing at some point. Bob Marley doing No Woman, No Cry. You also remember this morning, 34 minutes gone past 9 a.m. Rise and shine on Timset 94.1 FM. I'm taking you way back this morning to those times, yes, that you made some really terrible decisions. Then you think it was a nice decision, a good one, but now that you think about it, you really think they are really, really terrible. Emmanuel Tayo, yes, this is Emmanuel Tayo joining me on Facebook. Team said 94.1 FM. You can still drop your comments. Thank you so much for sharing with me this morning, Emmanuel Tayo. I'm Emmanuel. I regret how I lost my baby to another guy due to the fact that I never gave her enough time. I didn't give her my time as she wanted. I know how that feels. Reflections this morning on Rise and Shine. At some point, you might have to cry. At some point, you might have to laugh. At some point, you'll be pensive, thinking, regrets. Regrets can be painful. They can be painful. Although Lucky Dube has told us this morning that big boys don't cry, and Bob Marley is also telling us no woman, no cry. But people cry when they regret over situations, when things happen. And to many of us, life happens to all of us. Life just happens, everybody goes through, times like this that you feel like you have to make decisions, times, these are pressure times, okay? You made those decisions and you think that, it's going to yield this outcome. And at the end of the day, it's just flat and you regret. Everything's gonna be all right. 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 Yeah, everything is going to be all right. Yes, that's my message to you this morning. You just keep pushing, keep being your best, and keep bringing your best to the table. Remember that you have to know first that how does regrets work? They work with pains. Regrets come with pains. And how do we react to regrets? Yes, what should be our reaction? Let's talk about that right about now. With Raskimono doing okay. Under pressure.
Yeah, man. I have been compelled to sing to this rhythm after seeing all was one in Africa.
city, everywhere that me go, me see them. Some are cry, some are die, some are weeping, some are wailing. Everywhere that me go, eh? Under pressure we will, under pressure.
Under pressure, we will.
Everybody
Everybody, at some point, we are under pressure. Pressure of decision making. And after making that decision, we miss out on the opportunities. We miss something. We lose something. It could be money. It could be time. It could be opportunity. It could be that connection that you've always wanted. I have a 12-year-old joining me on this show this morning. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate your message. Extra Hazard for Lauren Shaw. I hope I got that right. Extra Hazard for Lauren Shaw. Latifat Abisola, thank you so much for joining me on the show this morning. All right, I'll take this message from Extra Hazard for Lauren Shaw. It says, I am for Lauren Shaw, Extra. You are awesome, Olamide. Thank you so much. You are more awesome. I am only 12 years, but the only regrets I have ever had in my life is not coming first in a cowbell competition, but rather coming second by a silly mistake of 1 mark. I know that's how it is. I really know. I can relate with that.
one more time.
You know, as a young person, you've always been coming first. You're used to coming first. You know, that first position. At some point, you feel that you are entitled to it. Yes, I know how that feels very, very well because I used to be a very brilliant student when I was in primary school, secondary school. So it happens that you feel entitled to that first position, and the time that you come second, oh my God, you feel so down. And then you regret, but you can always learn from it. Regrets can be a good thing this morning. Thank you so much, Extra for Lauren Shaw, for joining me on the show this morning. Don Como, yes, my regret is that I was given 2 years visa to the USA. I was postponing until COVID-19 broke out. The world, in the world, so heartbroken. Missed opportunity. Don Como, I know how that feels. Thank you so much for these wonderful stories you are sharing with me this morning, because you don't know who you are inspiring, who you are helping to move over and get over that situation this morning, that situation of, regretting and feeling down. When you have this feeling of regret, it can make you fall into depression. I was saying something earlier that we are people that we are used to looking at the physical outcome, the physical effect. We don't look at the internal. There are people suffering, people undergoing depression as a result of regrets. So how do we move on, move ahead, and move further? Step one this morning, yes, that I think you should do, I believe is so much going to work for you to move away from your regrets, to move on from your regrets, is to be thankful for the lessons. You know what you do for me right now? Extra, Don Como, Latifat, everyone that is joining me this morning. Mr. Emmanuel, I know you are listening this morning. You just pick up your pen and a paper. I do this. If you are looking at me right now, I have a notepad in front of me. And if you're really close to me, if you have the opportunity of going through my notepad, you'll find out that I wrote, there are some pages in my book that you just find some scribblings about things that I'm grateful for. The lessons that I'm learning in the situation that I find myself in my relationship, in my job, my career. I always look out for the lessons I am learning. You may not be where you want to be today, but trust me, where you are today is not a mistake. It could be a mistake, but it's good. It will later become a good one, depending on the action that you take today. All right, so the first thing to do, take a pen and a paper. Write all the things that you are learning. Yes, I'm grateful for these lessons. Tell yourself, I am grateful for these lessons. tell yourself that you are grateful for these lessons that you've learned. For me, concerning that my paper mache story, I learned to be more responsible, to be a responsible leader. Whenever I find myself in that position of leadership, I tell myself I am responsible for whatever happens. I am not going to push my responsibility to other persons. Even if my team members don't work, I push them to work. And even if they don't want to do it, at some point, I decide that I am going to do it. I'll make them learn from my actions. Follow Joseph and Noluwapa. Good morning to you too. All right, are you done scoring yourself? Yes, the lessons that you've learned so far concerning that mistake, that's the situation you are regretting over. So score yourself this morning. Pick a pen and a paper and score yourself the mistakes, the regrets that you are having. And while writing that, I want you to also think about this. How worse would it have been? How worse would it have been? Yes. How worse could it be? That situation, yes. How worse could it be? Think about that. So did that worse happen? Did it happen? If it didn't happen, then you should be grateful that the worst situation did not happen, or the worst one did not befall you. Another thing to be grateful for.
After seeing all was gone in Africa.
Regrets could be about education, career, romance, parenting, self-improvement, connection, it could be anything about your finances, your spirituality, or your community. These regrets come with feelings of dissatisfaction and disappointment. This morning, count your losses, count your mistakes, your missed opportunities. It's okay to do some stupid things at some time, to do something terrible at some times. You learn from it. People say that we learn from experience, but it's not so palatable when you learn from your own experience. But sometimes we need to. Regret has a purpose, and the purpose is for you to learn. It's for you to learn. Regrets can be destructive, depending on what you do with it. Yes, I'll say that again. Regrets can be destructive, depending on what you do with it. But it can also be educative. You can learn from it. Don't let it be a destructive one for you. That situation that you are regretting over, that regrettable situation, don't let it be a destructible one for you. Let it be a learning one for you. Trust me, you won't make such mistake again. We're trying to help ourselves to avoid future mistakes on this program this morning, Rise and Shine, so we can have that future, that become that person that we've always wanted to be.
Everywhere that me go, me see them, some are cry.
Okay, at this point, I think Major Fashek will have to, come in telling us this morning that no more sorrow.
Holy Spirit, take over the world now. I am crying. Come take all over me now.
minutes before 10 a.m. from the studios of Team Set 94.1 FM. Rise and shine this morning, talking about regrets, mistakes, losses. Alright, this one is the remix of the song No More Sorrow, Majek Fashek featuring Tu Baba. So have you asked yourself this morning, what can I learn from this regrettable situation?
I can see.
You still have life, hope you know. And when there is life, there is hope. Remember that you can always become better. You can always travel. Come on. You lost that opportunity, but there are several other opportunities in front of you. So don't keep regretting. Learn and move on. Contrast what happened with what you wanted. Write out the lessons.
Yes, I can see, brother.
And also, another thing to write is what you would do if that same opportunity comes next time. Write it down. You know, one thing about writing, journaling, is that you don't forget what you write. Even when you forget, you can always go back and say, oh, this is what I wrote down. When that situation comes again, you always remember that you wrote it down. And that's why we go to churches, we go to our places of worship with our jotters and pen. Why do we do this? So we will not forget. So this morning, don't forget, write those things that you would have done better. If that same situation had come your way, what would you have done? That relationship, oh, you would have given them more time. Write it down so that when another person comes your way, you will not make the same mistake.
Holy Spirit.
Turn your disappointments to gratitude this morning. And we will surely have a September to remember. Trust me. That job you didn't have, that opportunity that you lost, that money that you lost. Trust me, you can always regain it. When there is life, there is hope. Keep pushing. As you are going for the weekend, you know, the weekend is here already. Tell yourself, I am not going to make the same mistake this weekend. Okay, airports have been opened. I am not going to make the same mistake. Oh, another competition is coming. Schools will resume on the 21st. I am not going to make the same mistake. I am going to become better, better, and better until I be the best.
On that day, those who sow with tears shall surely reap with joy. On that day,
you know, one of the things that make regrets more painful is when you think about it and you think that, oh, I could have done it. I could have, you know, won the competition. I could have become a better husband. I could have become a better wife. I could have saved my marriage. I could have earned that money. You are always having this, I could have. You can move on. Move ahead.
no more weeping, no more crying,
And stop crying over spilled milk.
no more pain. Holy, 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 Holy Spirit, come take over the world now.
Thank you, Falaya Joseph Anuoluwapo, all the way from Kwara State. I salute you too. Good morning.
Come take over.
Mr. Banure Adeyeni. Well done, Olamide. Thank you. My name is Kende from. Okay, I'm not sure I can pronounce that right. The only regret I had in my life is when I lost my second. You know, there's some situations that you cannot really recover, like losing someone that you really care about. Be bold this morning and tell yourself, is going to get better. All will be fine. All right?
Take over the world now. I am crying. Come take all over me now.
Yeah, yeah, oh, mama, oh, yeah.
As I sign out this morning on Rise and Shine, about time that I leave this morning. But don't worry, Rise and Shine will come back to you on Monday morning. Yes, we do this every Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursday. Team said 94.1 FM.
No more darkness.
Okay, Abuja, Ijebu-Jesha in the states of Osho, Nigeria.
Police be
Remember to beat your regrets. Live your life boldly. Yes, be unapologetic about what you do and what you're living for. Know yourself. Value yourself. Value the time that you have now. The life that you have, value it and make the best out of it.
I can see
Regrets can be unpleasant.
the sisters, they're sharing low together.
Regrets can be limiting. It can constitute an hindrance
I can
to your growth, your personal growth, your personal development, all-round development. So live this morning. I'm asking you to live. Live audaciously in the pursuit of your satisfaction and happiness.
together now. No more sorrow, no more whipping, no more crying, no more debt.
Yes, no more sorrow, no more mistakes, no more weeping. Yes, just to a better future, to a great September coming from me, from the bottom of my heart. I trust that you really enjoyed the program this morning. Thank you, everyone that joined us on this show this morning, Rise and Shine. To contact me for anything on this show, my name is Olamide Teju, and you can reach me on 081 0099 5466 081 00995466. It is a good morning from here.
Holy Spirit,
Take over the world now.
la 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 la. I'm crying.
Come take all over me now. No music leader.
94.1 FM, your entertainment station. If I want to listen to radio, it gotta be Teamset 94.1 FM, your entertainment station.
Please listen to this program promo. Hour of Politics, Hour of Politics, Hour of Politics, Hour of Politics. Our current affairs weekly bilingual program on Tipsat 94.1 FM will come on air today, 3rd September 2020 at 10:30 a.m. Our topic is